Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is on healing, change, and quantum physics. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I am using articles from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these articles a while ago, so as I read, if I encounter something that has changed, I will interrupt myself and I will give you the update. And at the end, I will do a summary of any other changes or revelations that I've had since I wrote the article. Healing, change, and quantum physics. It's interesting to see how themes seem to crop up in our lives. Threads of connections from random places that seem to me to point to things that we as consciousness want us to know. A while ago, BBC News reported a story about an American man regrowing his fingertip, including the nail. And no, it wasn't a tabloid headline. It was a legitimate story. The man used powder called extracellular matrix, and it was developed at the University of Pittsburgh. It's being used on wounds to prevent scarring by regenerating tissue. It's hoped someday to be used for severely burned skin or even damaged organs. The doctors are cautious about saying whether this could regrow bones, but feel that the technology is potentially revolutionary. I'm going to stop and say, I wrote this in 2008, and I want to know what's happened since then, because I thought about this just the other day. And so if any of you know any updates, could you post it in the comments? I'd really like to know. Back to the article. I saw a TED Talk with Brian Greene explaining string theory, which traces how physicists view the world from Newton to Einstein to Witten. Newton came up with the idea of gravity, which put our world and our solar system into an orderly pattern. Einstein liked order as well and spent his life trying to come up with a theory that would neatly tie everything together. String theorists have decided that there are more than our four acknowledged dimensions, and if you go down to the invisible level beyond atoms and nuclei, you'll find tiny strings that essentially tie everything together. However, this level is very random. Electrons appear and disappear and reappear in ways they can't explain. Einstein would find it very disturbing. When I went back to college, I missed the class on string theory. So when I read this, what I think about is how electrons just do randomly appear and disappear in ways that don't make any sense. And I think the idea of tiny strings essentially tying everything together also seems kind of outdated. And I can't remember what it is now, but there is quantum theory that does explain that we are all interconnected and we do influence each other. And there are different ways of explaining that. When you make a change, it does create a ripple effect and helps change the rest of the world. Back to the article. How does regrowing fingertips and string theory tie together? That nothing is actually as it seems. Western medicine would have looked at the man's hand and said, without the original joint, there's nothing you can do. Except that is it Western medicine at the University of Pittsburgh? I don't know. Okay, back to the article. I've been developing consciousness techniques for the last couple of years, and the one thing that you have to do in order for it to be effective is to not view things as problems. When you get into a problem mindset, you've immediately created a limitation, and you've agreed that there is a problem. When working on the level of consciousness, everything and anything is possible. Chris Carr was diagnosed in 2003 with stage 4 liver cancer, and there is no stage 5, and it's incurable. She produced a documentary of her experience called Crazy Sexy Cancer. Western medicine offered drastic options like a triple organ transplant. After going through all of the expected emotions, she decided to explore alternatives. She realized that the only thing that she could control was what she ate, what she drank, and what she thought. She radically changed her diet and lifestyle and now is focused on living. I think I just go for it. Life is a terminal condition. We're all going to die, she says. Cancer patients might have more information, but we all, in some ways, wait for that great permission to live. Chris stepped out of the problem mindset regarding cancer. In so doing, she stepped into the realm of all possibilities and now says that she's happier and healthier with cancer than before. What aspect of your life have you been viewing through a problem mindset? Reality is not fixed, stable, nor predictable. All possibilities are right before you. The difference between a road leading to a vast horizon or a dead end is in your mind. Which one do you choose? So what's so cool about this is Chris Carr is still alive today. 16 plus years later. The thing with statistics and everything, like they say, oh, you only have 5 years left to live, there is still room for people to defy the odds. We have tremendous abilities to create miracles in our lives. And I see quantum physics as giving us tremendous hope. So I invite you to play with this today and view the world as if there are no problems, they're just opportunities. Whatever you perceive now, the opposite actually exists at the same time. And honestly, it's really just a matter of seeing that the first point that could be described as a problem is just something that is stuck, fixed, and not moving. And out there in the universe or in a parallel universe, the opposite is true. There's a place that is moving, that is unfolding in your favor, unfolding in everyone's favor. And all you have to do is collapse the wave between them. So play with this today and please leave your comments below. Let me know what this is like for you. I love reading your comments. And if you like these videos, please click the like button and also please click the bell icon to subscribe. When you like and you subscribe, it creates a ripple effect of YouTube sharing this with more people in the rest of the world, and it gets this important information out to folks. And if you're curious about consciousness techniques, I have a free sample below. It's called the Skybox technique. It's really helpful for having an expanded view of the world. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. I do consciousness sessions where I can take a look at the essence of who you are and what is going on in your world today, and I can answer any questions that you have. And if you want to do this for yourself, go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and sign up for my coaching special, where I work with you individually and give you consciousness techniques that are specifically for you to transform your life. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.